Well, how about a little Chamber of Commerce weather out there on this Wednesday? Just ideal from start to finish, and we've got a few hours to go, and we've got changes right around the corner, so you'll want to enjoy it through the evening hours. Stormy and unsettled into Mother's Day weekend. It is going to be unseasonably warm despite some clouds and stormy weather around. That muggy air will contribute to the storm development, and it does look dry and a bit milder, nice in the extended here. Our Max HD radar and satellite, nothing doing today. We've got a few high thin clouds beginning to drift in. You see as close as far southwestern Tennessee. There is a bit of activity, and that's on the nose of that warm front, which eventually will draw close enough to impact our weather by the end of the day tomorrow. Our Bluegrass Pace Care Skyview HD camera network. Mount Sterling looking good there at 77. Winds are generally light out of the east and northeast, pumping that drier air into the region. Temperatures fantastic everywhere. 78 here in Lexington, 79 Richmond, down to Somerset, Monticello, 77 in Jackson. And we mentioned the dew points all the time. Great measure the amount of moisture in the atmosphere, or in this case, the lack thereof. When you've got highs in the upper 70s and dew points in the 40s and 50s, that means it is very dry. A lot of the area enjoying just a beautiful spring day here. You can take high pressure for that over the eastern Great Lakes. It is beginning to give way, and as that happens, that's going to open the door again for this boundary to begin to arc to the north. So as winds shift around to the southeast tomorrow, that will increase our humidity levels a bit. Overnight, no issues other than the higher clouds building in. Most locations starting out into the mid to upper 50s, so mild. And then notice tomorrow afternoon, we head toward the 80s, but we're going to begin to see a few isolated storms fire up with the heating of the day as the moisture returns. And you can see it here on our muggy meter. We stay in the comfy zone, and then notice how it really arcs up into tomorrow afternoon. And then we stay in that range where you'll feel the mugginess out there. It's all due to that frontal boundary moving in. So the southeast wind eventually becomes more southerly as the warm front arcs through on Friday. While it is not expected to rain all day, any day through the upcoming weekend, it's going to be a scenario similar to what we had this past Sunday and Monday, where we're south of that warm front, stalled out in the warm and muggy air. Yeah, afternoon highs sneak into the low 80s through the weekend. And notice as far as our rainfall forecast is concerned here, we could see a good solid inch. Of course, where we see heavier downpours localized, it could be a little bit more than that. Tonight, though, ideal. Fair skies, pleasant, mid to upper 50s, 81 tomorrow, warm. And by this time tomorrow, probably a few isolated storms firing. We'll see more numerous showers and storms Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But again, not a washout any particular day. This stuff should come in waves. And then that frontal boundary will drop through on Monday. That'll cool us down a little bit, but it does look pleasant this time next week as we dry things out with afternoon highs in the mid to upper 70s.